Hello, guys. Thomas here from TK808 Productions, and thank you so much for tuning in to another video here on the channel. And knowing you guys would always be like, well, Thomas, where's the drag racing? Where's the car show? This time, we're doing a little bit different for this video. So, for those of you who do not know, coming up September 19th and 20th will be the third annual East versus West Big Island Showdown team event at the Hilo Drag Strip, where East and West Side racers will battle each other out for a whole whopping prize of $10,000 in cash this year. So please mark that in your calendar because pretty soon it is coming in a matter of a couple months. But because it's such a big event and I have a lot of people helping me out, especially my sponsors, and I want to be able to at least let my sponsors be able to share who they are because, to be honest, guys, I can't help plan an event, but I cannot be able to help make an event that has the huge pot prize, and donations for giveaway items to give away to fans like hats, shirts, merch, and other items we have to give to the racers that are signing up. That's only possible through sponsors, and I got a big mahalo thank you to all my sponsors for this upcoming event. And I figure, why don't we try to ask my sponsors if they want to do an interview, if they want to tell about who they are, share their story, what got them interested into what they're doing, and obviously in the end, ask them, hey, what made you decide to want to sponsor the East vs. West Team Battle event? And this video, we're actually going to have a chance to look at one of my sponsors, and her name is Corinna Oyama. She's been really great. She was awesome. And if I had to describe Corinna in a few words, she is a hardworking and determined woman. And because that lady, she is determined to get things done. But what's so awesome about her is that not only is she hardworking, she loves what she does. She loves being there to help support people from any walks of life, from when they're just becoming out of high school to newlyweds. Maybe they're trying to get another home. She helps every different people walks of life, and that's what I think is so awesome. So in this video, you get to understand a little bit more about who Corinna is and about her background, who she is, what she does, and later on at the end, find out why did she decide to be a sponsor. But yes, thank you so much for tuning into the video, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because it will help us build the channel, make it much more bigger and better. And if you want to leave a comment on how awesome Corinna is, please leave it on the chats down below in the comments. But anyways, thank you guys so much, and let's get on to the video. Here we go. Hello guys, Thomas here from TK808 Productions. We are here in Kailua Kona at the Kona Mountain Cafe, and you guys might be wondering, well, what am I doing here on the west side? Well, I'm here actually meeting with one of my sponsors. Her name is Corinna Oyama. She is here and she's one of my sponsors, actually platinum sponsors for the East vs. West Team Battle event. And Corinna, thanks so much for coming out and meeting me here. Yes. So Corinna, tell me, are you born and raised here in Hawaii?
I'm born and raised here in Hawaii, but not on the Big Island. I am from Honolulu, Oahu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been here on the Big Island back and forth since 2012.
Nice.
Went back to Oahu 2015 and came back 2018 till now.
Nice. So what part of Oahu, if you don't mind? Because I'm actually from Laie as well.
Nice. I am from Liliha.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, born and raised, went to St. Teresa School, also went to McKinley and Moanaloa.
Nice. Oh, wow. So you went from multiple schools.
Oh, yeah. I did 2 years at 2 years at Moanaloa and 2 years at McKinley. I also went to hair school, Hawaii Institute of Hair Design.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. So explain to me, what business are you in, like right now?
So currently, I am store manager at a hardware store. I wear many hats. I also am a real estate agent with EXP, the agency team, and I also am a financial instructor with 101 Financial.
Wow. Yeah, that's like what, 4 or 5 hats you're wearing right there?
I do. I love to help the community. I just, it's always a challenge. I like challenges.
No. I remember Eric told me about Corinna, she does this and this and this. I'm like, does she ever not get tired? Because I feel like you just keep going and going.
Oh yeah, it's I enjoy it. Keeps me busy, keeps me on my feet, and yeah.
So explain to me, how did you get into the real estate business? Where did that journey start for you?
Yeah, so the real estate business, I have been with 101 Financial, and with 101 Financial, I help my students, manage their finances. Some of them is getting out of debt, and a lot of my students, for the most part, they want to be first-time homeowners.
Right.
And I have a girlfriend that is a real estate agent, and I would hand my students off to her, and she's like, "Sis, you can help them. You know, you're already helping them.
Right,
Why
right.
not help them out completely?" And I was like, "Okay." So
Okay.
that is what made me go and get my real estate license,
Okay.
to first and foremost help my students, but I am integrated with the community, you know, and so why not help? You know, I am
Right.
a trusted, you know, person in the community,
Yeah.
and you know, I'm just here to help.
Well, especially with the community, there's a lot of people that know your name.
Oh,
So
for sure.
no, so that's awesome. So you pretty much like got your real estate license and you helped them with the process of helping them get their homes. And it's really interesting, like you said, a lot of them want to try to be their first homeowner. So is it kind of like where a lot of families just stay in the same home, your next generations, or?
Yeah, so like I think the local community, they aren't sure, or you know, most of the time, navigating the process of home ownership. I
Right.
think a lot of us, and even myself, you know, back then is like we don't think we can afford to
True.
purchase
Yeah, especially how
a home
expensive
in
now
Hawaii.
it is now, yeah.
Correct. And so I am that advocate that no, you can, you know,
Right.
with discipline, with systems, with support, anything is possible. And you know, that's where I feel like in reality in Hawaii, you know, anyone can own a home.
Right,
It
right.
might not be your dream home,
Right.
but it's something, whatever you qualify for, it's a stepping stone to build that, you know, goal of getting a dream home,
Right.
a forever
Well,
home.
yeah, because I think a lot of times with all these different TV shows showing about like these big fancy homes and everything, I know everybody wants to have like their dream big mansion and everything,
Right.
but you know, when they come to the point of like how much it costs, I think that's the biggest fear with a lot of, you know, especially for young couples and teenagers who want to finally own their homes. They're like, ooh, that's a little bit out of my price tag or my range.
Yes.
So what is some process that you help them to where, say if they want to get like a home here in Cornerside, what would be some of the first steps you would try to lead them through?
So, you know, just per se, some of my students, you know, say you can qualify for, say, let's throw out a number like 600,000. That's what
Yeah.
you qualify for. We'll go and search for that 6,000, you know, in
Yeah.
that price range. And like I said, you know, mention again, it might not be your forever home or
Yeah.
your dream home, but get you in that, you know, home
Yeah.
that you can qualify for, you can afford.
Right, of course.
You know, stay in there for a couple years. That home will build equity,
Yep.
and that equity you can take it out in the future for that next home. You know, it's
Oh,
stepping
okay.
stones. So yeah, that's what we basically teach. You know, my students, and not only my students, it's anyone who wants to be a homeowner, and just kind of change the mindset.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way they can understand that. Well, I know you want this big mansion that you have here, but let's start with maybe just like maybe like a 2-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms and
Absolutely.
stuff. Something that's within your budget range. Live there for a few years, and then as it grows with equity, hey, maybe you want to move to another home, then another.
Absolutely.
So
And you know, there is other things that come into play. You know, maybe it's a house in Ocean View that you qualify for,
Right.
and so making little sacrifices for
Yeah.
a short term, you know, is sometimes plays in a factor.
Yeah,
You know,
of
you
course.
got to drive far, but it's your home.
Yeah, it's your own
you
place.
Own
Yeah,
it.
yes.
You're not paying someone else's mortgage.
right, yeah.
Yes.
No, and I mean, well, I mean, it comes with everything. You kind of have to give a little bit just to kind of get the main thing, which is what
Absolutely.
the main goal is. You want to get a house.
Yes.
You want to finally own something that's in your name or in your family's name. That way you can keep it.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So, but I know a lot of people still get scared of the price and everything. So you with 101 Finances, you kind of help them step by step of all the process or like the property tax and everything else. You kind of help them out with that.
So with 101 Financial, we actually have a system, and
Okay.
the system helps us to see the big picture. You
Right.
know, overall, you put all your expenses, all your income in the system, so you can see clearly.
Right.
Yeah, and so it 101 financial. It just kind of helps you through the process of managing your finances,
Right.
to put you in that spot.
Right. That way you just can make sure that, yeah, you can afford the house, but maybe you don't want to buy that boat or that new Toyota
Oh
Tacoma.
yeah, for sure. It's discipline. It's
Yeah.
it's discipline, and that's why you have coaches, instructors
Right.
that help you along the way, make you accountable for your
True.
decisions.
That way you don't go on impulse buy, and then you realize, wait, there goes my whole paycheck, and you spend so much on
Right,
items.
right. A lot of us do that. If they don't
Yeah,
know,
true.
you know.
Guilty. Very guilty of that. True.
Yes.
Awesome. And then, so when you finally got your real estate license, you helped out your students. What were some of your best moments that you had helping them out through their journey? Like, can you name me like one or two of those?
Yeah.
To where you were like, you felt like you were so honored to be helping them out on their journey.
Yeah, so I currently have a student, husband and wife, and for confidentiality, I'm not gonna
No, no,
mention
no.
who
It's
they
it's
are.
totally fine.
But in 101, because I believe in it, and I would talk about it a lot.
Right.
Talk about it because for me, prior to 101 financial, I am a stickler with my finances. I
Right.
thought, I'm good. But in my mind, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna see what this is all about.
Right.
If I don't like it, then I'm just gonna stop doing it. And
Yeah, of
so
course.
I enrolled, and I saw benefits for it, with it. And so as I became an instructor, my goal is, and my passion is, to help people,
Right.
help people out. And so I would tell this person about it, and like I said, it's a husband and wife, and she wanted to do it from
The
when I
get-go,
mentioned,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But of course, you have to be as one with your
Right.
spouse, and it took a year for the spouse to
Kind of be convinced to.
yes, convinced. And I told him, just come to one of our workshops, and he did. And he was convinced, so they
Nice.
enrolled. And actually, the husband was the one who took on the process of the finances. And so even then, it was like, wow, they didn't realize their opportunities.
Right.
And right now, we are currently in the process of showing them places and things like
Nice.
that. So to me, the journey for them is what makes me happy.
Right,
is
right.
is seeing them know that there's possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that must have been so wonderful. Just
Oh
to
yeah,
have,
absolutely.
It must have been like once you saw the spouse come in, you're like, yes, okay,
Yes.
first step, here we go.
Yes, and I don't mind working with anybody,
Yeah.
husband, wife, children. And also what inspires me is they have their oldest child is a young adult, and by him watching the journey,
Right.
he was like, Auntie, can I enroll? And I'm like,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He was motivated by
Oh,
what
yeah.
you showed the parents, and then the kid's like, Auntie, can I
and-
try this out?
Absolutely. And for him, he's now one of my students, and I want him to see that, at your young age, it's possible. I wish I knew this when I was 18 years
Right,
old.
right,
you
right.
know?
Yeah. No, it's awesome that you want to help people. It's kind of similar to why I wanted to create the East versus West team battle event. I wanted to help the racers instead of doing like a one person wins all. I wanted to have like a team event to where, because back in the day when Oahu had a track, it was Team Hawaii versus Team Oahu, and they would battle each other out in epic drag racing, and it brought so many families and so many people together that it influenced other future racers. And that's why I'm trying to use this event to kind of help promote not only for the current racers, but maybe future racers that want to be like, hey, can I participate in that when I get a little bit older, like maybe 10 years later?
Yeah, yeah.
So I can understand. I love to help people as well and everything. So yeah. Yeah, so it must have been an awesome journey for you so far, Corinna.
Oh yes, absolutely. I've been, I've been around for some time, but like in different capacity.
Yeah.
And helping people through different walks of life,
Yeah.
different stages of life. So yeah, my daily interaction with the community.
Yeah, so from one customer to the next
Oh
to the next,
yeah.
and
Yes, yes.
I'm grateful that you were able to bond with all them, because you know I've seen some real estate agents to where their only focus is just getting the house sold so they can get an income and profit. But I like how you're more focused on, well, you want the home, but let's help you on the journey to make sure that when you get the home, you're not freaking out of like, oh, what am I going to pay for bills, for food? Because you know I see a lot of real estate agents, their only goal is to sell the house,
Yeah.
but you focus on not only just the house but the whole entire person.
Yes, I think for me it's, based on customer service, based on trust.
Yeah.
And
So it's definitely trust for
leadership,
sure. Yeah.
and so yes, my goal is to, my passion is to help versus, like you said, just sell that.
So now,
home.
so you can get a
Yes.
paycheck. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, no, I think that's amazing. Just because it shows that not only do you want to build trust with the customer, but it shows that you're confident saying, I will help you through every step of the journey. And I will be with you. You're not going to be like, good luck.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
No, that's awesome, Corinna. Thank you. And then, sorry, I know it's been a little bit long of an interview
no,
and
no,
everything,
no.
but then I was going to ask you a very basic question. What got you interested in being a sponsor for the drag racing event? Sorry, because I know I contacted you through Eric. That's why.
Yeah, no. So sponsorship again, community. Working with the community, networking with people, and yes, and that's a great example is Eric. Eric, community. He knows you, and so
Yeah.
so when people reach out, I kind of don't mind. I want to
Okay.
see what they're all about.
Okay.
What they're working on, and kind of collaborating.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's community.
No, thank you, because you
yeah.
reached out to me so quickly and fast, and I was like, I was kind of wondering, does she know who I am or what I do?
Eric dropped his name. No.
No,
Yeah.
but Corinna, thank you so much for being part of the
yeah.
East vs.
Very
West Team Battle
welcome.
event and everything.
My pleasure.
So yes, you guys. So Corinna will be out at the East vs. West Team Battle event. We'll also set up if you want to, Corinna, we can set up a booth for you
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
where you can educate people about your company, what you do. So, and you'll have, because you're a platinum sponsor, you'll have the best seat in the house at the racetrack.
Nice.
So you'll
I'll bring my team. No.
Yeah, no, you can. All I just need is a list of names for all your sponsorship passes.
Okay.
So you have a total of 20 that you can
Okay.
give out. And just so you know, family members for 10 years and younger, they get in for free. As now exiting the end of the interview, what advice would you give to, like, say, a young man who wants to finally start owning his own house? What would be some advice you would give to them before making that big leap of purchasing a house?
So for me, advice in a phrase is sky's the limit. You just need to reach out to people.
Gotcha.
You might get roadblocks along the way, but I believe somewhere along the line you'll reach out to the right person that can help you. And I believe there is a lot of opportunities in home ownership. And it might not be right away, but it is possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like you said before, it's just a stepping stone, one step at a time. And who knows, maybe later on you might get that big fancy mansion or house that you wanted to
Yes,
have.
and I believe the younger generation, they're the ones that I love to educate.
Right,
I
of course.
have young adult children,
Yep.
and I try to show them, the right way.
Right.
And that's again another inspiration is I wish I was where I'm at now at 18 years old.
Right, right.
And so that's where I try to educate the younger generation.
Right, and that way you can prepare them a little bit earlier
yes.
in their lives. So that way,
Yes.
once they move forward to where they finally can sign that paper and say, yes, the house is ours,
Yeah.
they'll be
It's
like,
a great feeling.
oh, it probably is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it must be so wonderful when they come to you and they say, thank you, Corinna. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Auntie.
Oh, Auntie, yeah.
Yes, for sure.
All
For
right.
sure.
Well, Corinna, thank you so much for your time and everything
thank
and
you.
whatnot. So, yes, you guys check her out. I will be posting her website on top of my social media and also on the video. So please check her out at Rita TXP or Oyama Homes or where else do
Yeah,
we?
so you can reach me at 808-481-5787, or my email is Corinna, Corinna at oyamahomes.com.
All right. Well, Corinna, thank you so much for your time, you guys.
Thank
And
you.
thank you so much for you as well. So, yes, we look forward to seeing you at the racetrack then.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
Yep.
Awesome job. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. See? You
Oh man, Corinna was so awesome, man.
Thank you, Corinna, so much for letting me do the interview and everything. Especially when you were first nervous, it's like, don't be nervous. Just talk to me. Talk to me like face to face. You'll be okay. You'll be fine. But Corinna, thank you so much for being a sponsor for the East versus West Team Battle event. And thank you so much for being there. You guys want to check her out? She will be at the event with her own booth. You guys want to talk story about maybe investing into a new home, or maybe trying to move on to another something place that's better, talk to Corinna, and I'll put her link and everything down below, you guys. But yes, thank you so much for tuning into the video. You guys have a wonderful night, and aloha.